preparation, perhaps a few nerves, some loose. Time too for words of encouragement from manager Brian Godfrey.
We've got to have a first half like Leicester. Remember it, remember Leicester. Don't let's have a first half like that. Let's get it down and play when we've got the ball. We can get something here today if we perform like we can. We stick it in right from the off. We get right amongst them. Forget about the names, how we know who they are. We'll just get right into there and play our game. Pete, you get the chance, get involved, okay? Then you pick up the little fellow when it breaks down. Let's get you in, John. Get him off right from the start.
And Cruelly, in my view, have brought a cockerel here today, which of course is the Tottenham emblem. Exeter have said that they're going to roast it. The Spurs officials are having a lot of trouble catching it. And here come the giant killers. They've got here by way of Leatherhead, Millwall, Maidstone, and then those headline performances with victories over Leicester City and Newcastle United. And what a day it's going to be for them. Win, lose or draw, they are determined to make the most of it. They're determined to come here and give a really good account of themselves. And in the Exeter side is Tony Kello with 26 goals to his credit this season. A record that's all the more remarkable because he scored only once in his last 8 games. Well, first let's acquaint ourselves then of this Exeter side. Defender Phil Roberts has had a fitness test on a groin injury this morning and is fit. They're halfway up the 3rd division and they've come here, so their manager Brian Godfrey tells me, with every intention of attacking Spurs today. Meanwhile, Spurs had a doubt all week about their central defender John Lacey. The news is that he's not fit, and into the Spurs side is 20-year-old Giorgio Mazzon, who made his first team debut at Sunderland last Saturday. Well, here is Giorgio Mazzon, Italian father, a Swiss mother, known here as George, but he told us he wanted to be known by us as Giorgio. The referee is Neil Midgley from Salford in Lancashire. It's his first visit to White Hart Lane. The crowd with a real cup-tie flavour about it. An all-ticket 41,000, and that's the capacity for Spurs while their huge rebuilding programme is underway. So it's Spurs in the white shirts who get us away. Exeter in red shirts with white shorts. And here's Ardiles, but Peter Hatch getting in there, giving it away. Ardiles coming through, and a good recovery job by Martin Rogers, whose birthday it is today. Forbes playing it on there towards Kello. And a throw for Tottenham. And we've had so much rain in the last few hours, the ball really skidding off this White Hart Lane turf. The man who's taken Exeter this far in the centre, their manager, Brian Godfrey. Pearson. And now Ardiles. And a Tottenham throw. Hoddle. Hughton. Hoddle again, but you'll notice how he was being harassed and policed by Hatch the whole while. Certainly it was Exeter's intention here not to respect any reputations at all, or at least not to be overawed by any reputations, and their manager was telling me that the last 2 or 3 days they haven't referred to any Spurs player by name, but only by number. Well, it's a throw to Exeter now. Oh, and that's come here for Ardiles. Played nicely here for Archibald. And a good save by Bond. Well, Archibald had a go. Crooks, in fact, was in a very advantageous position, and I think Archibald is recognising that fact with that gesture there. Ardiles, a lovely little flick there. What a beauty. And here's Archibald taking it up. Crooks was in the middle. In the end, the save belonged to Len Bond. Ardiles playing it in there. Linesman on the far side flagging. And he's still flagging. Crooks is all the way through there. But the linesman's been flagging for a good 10 seconds. The referee didn't spot him first of all. That goal will not count. So Crooks put it away, but the flag was up way before he went through. The crowd weren't aware of it, and also the referee wasn't aware of it. Presumably for an offside, but from that angle it wasn't easy to see, but there was an infringement and the goal has been disallowed. Well, they are busily building a £3 million stand on the other side, but they've got a couple of hours off now. Ian Pearson looking to get it away, but hitting it straight at Hoddle. Sparrow can't get to it. Here's Hoddle. Now can he and Ardiles sort something out for Tottenham? Hoddle twisting and turning, playing a nice ball in there for Crooks. But the Exeter marking is still pretty tight. Still with Crooks. Played it nicely by Crooks for Hoddle. A little chip by him. Archibald's on the far side. And Martin Rogers just got up there to get the touch on when it looked to be falling so invitingly there for Steve Archibald. A lovely bit of play here by Hoddle. What a chip that was, and what a valuable header there by Martin Rogers. Played in there a long way, too high for Crooks, but only just, and a goal kick. I think Archibald must have been almost picking his spot as that Hoddle chip came in. And now Hatch and an offside against Kello. He's just lurking that yard or two far forward. Crooks. Hoddle. Delves was again in there quickly, spotted that one, and Hatch playing the ball forward to Peter Rogers. Barry Daines out of his goal. It'll come for Delves. Daines is out. Can he get a shot in? No, he can't, because Mazzon was across there when he really needed to be. There was almost a chance opening up there for John Dell, with Daines, who was here right out of his goal, having fly hacked that one away. Curled in once more towards Pearson. Crooks and now Mazzon played there for Archibald, but I think Phil Roberts will get the touch to that one. Archibald now on his way. Sparrow doing a covering job. Crooks and Ardiles are right up there. And in the end it came to nothing. Mazzon playing it wide again for Hoddle. Can he restore this momentum now for Tottenham? Cross on the far side, put across there. Crooks! Oh, into the side netting. That was a bad miss by Garth Crooks. After, out of nothing, Archibald had made something of it, and Len Bond cracked himself against that post, got himself tangled up into the side netting, and clearly is in agony. Let's see how Bond did it and how Crooks had his miss, because it was a great piece of work here by Archibald, turning that back in, and Crooks then had the opportunity into the side netting. There's the goalkeeper. Oh, my word, he really hit himself into that post, and it's good to see Len Bond back on his feet again. That was quite a crack. So it's the half-time whistle, and a job half done at least by Exeter, and well done. Some good safekeeping by Len Bond, and a good overall team performance by the third division side. And a lot of work yet for Spurs to do, who so far have not looked all that impressive. So a half-time score then here at White Hart Lane. It's Tottenham Hotspur 0, Exeter City 0. Well, nothing much for the Spurs cockerel to crow about then as we go into the second half. Pearson playing it in there for Exeter, who, needless to say, in their history have never been beyond the 6th round. And an offside. Sparrow getting in there again. Oh, and the ball beat Miller, and Kello's on his way, and Daines had to save well. Well, it was an uncomfortable bounce there for Paul Miller. And that's how the bounce beat him, and suddenly Kello was pouncing, and Daines had to make a good save. Roberts. Fall for Galvin. He's got now to the byline. Can he get a cross in? He can't, but he got a corner off Bill Roberts. 0-0. Ardiles putting it in there. It was a good piece of play there by Peter Hatch. Oh, and Pearson got a smack in the mouth there. But the referee has said there was no dangerous play, and it goes on. Hoddle playing it in there to Crooks, over the top. While Pearson lies on the ground, having got a boot in the face. And the referee deciding that he can now receive some attention. Well, there's the incident coming up now. That's how Ian Pearson there got that smack in the face. And they're taking Pearson off. There's a substitute for Dick Forbes in the first of the two matches against Newcastle. The Welshman. And a free kick for Tottenham already taken as Hoddle finds Galvin. Hoddle again. Looking to release Tony Galvin once more, and he's gone too far, has he? No, he hasn't. He's got a corner. Miller coming forward. Graham Roberts going forward. And the corner already taken. Here's Hoddle on the edge of the penalty area. Floated to the far side there. And nodded in! And Roberts. Well, he looks happy enough with that, Graham Roberts. Floated in there by Hoddle. Roberts in at the far post. And Spurs go into the lead. And now Roberts. Played inside for Galvin. Played across there, but straight to Sparrow. Dispossessed by Crooks. Saved by Len Bond. Archibald. And now Mazzon, the youngster, blocked by Delve. Hughton. Archibald. Mazzon. Ardiles. Free kick. A foul by Lee Roberts. Forbes and Delve, number 4 and number 10 in the wall. Wondering what Hoddle up here for Tottenham. It's going to be Hoddle with the kick. Floated straight at Bonds. And it's there by Miller. Mistake by the keeper. And Spurs are surely safe now. The first mistake Len Bond made all afternoon, and he's kept well up to this point. Who'd be a keeper? And it wasn't a particularly good free kick by Glenn Hoddle, for that matter. Paul Miller gets his first goal of the season as well. Glenn Bond gets it, lets it go. Miller was there, and that's 2-0 to Tottenham. Delve. Ardiles. They've lost a little bit of their heart and determination at the moment, Exeter. Not surprising, but their performance has been pretty good all the way through until these last 10 minutes or so. And Spurs have another corner. So John Sparrow at the back post. Peter Hatch here at the near post. And the Spurs have kept the big men back for this one. Played in there for Archibald! Oh, how on earth did he miss that one? After Roberts, with a neat little header, had put him right in. The man who seems to be scoring goals blindfold almost all season. Nice little touchdown there by Roberts. And he blasted it over, did Archibald. The final whistle, and Spurs have made it to the semi-finals. 2-0.